Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Brotherhood, where we had guests come in and we had asked them what brotherhood means to them. We had Sean Dixon, we had Mikey P, we had E-Baby, we had Livon, and now we're going to bring in a very lovely guest, artist, YouTuber, and editor. Please welcome AJ Truth. Yes. Thank you for joining us. So can you tell me more about yourself and where you're from?
Yeah. Originally, I am from New York, Long Island area. Moved to Virginia when I was 4 years old. I pretty much lived there my whole life. Moved to Georgia when I was, what was that? 2017? Damn old. I can't tell you the exact. I'm having a brain fart right now, but I moved to Georgia when I was 17. No.
2017 or 17 years old?
In 2017 for a job, and I've been here ever since, pretty much. I got kidnapped to Gainesville. I started off in Kennesaw, and I've just been working my way on up.
Dang. I mean, Kennesaw's pretty far.
Big deal.
To the bill.
But I mean, what do you think about the Gainesville?
It's grown on me, because when I first moved out here, I was like, where am I at? I thought I was in somebody's country town.
It was very, pretty crappy.
Yeah.
No offense, but when I moved down here, it was like very messy, and a bunch of abandoned buildings, houses. I mean, it's what made the Ville at one point, but then it needed to be cleaned up, and that's exactly what they did. They turned one abandoned. It wasn't as bad because it was like
there was just not enough things, so plenty things to do right here, but now it's grown.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I heard before I even moved to Gainesville? Okay. I got a haunted lake. What, Dwayne Wade's son died out here? Like, y'all got a lot of stuff going on. People get kidnapped. Y'all got crooked cops.
Waiting for you guys.
I mean, me and you can relate more because I'm not even from Georgia, Gainesville. I'm from California, so I had moved down here and lived in Winder, and I kind of migrated to.
So you actually had an improvement.
I guess you can say that, yes, because I mean, Winder was like a pretty isolated place.
Yeah.
And then just after middle school, I had to go to Gainesville High School, which I had to leave all my middle school friends, and then when it was crazy. I couldn't, stay in the same school.
Yeah.
Nor keep the same friends. So always have to make new friends.
Yeah.
But in Gainesville, it was actually pretty. Like you said, it grew on me as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's like one of them hidden gems that people don't really.
I got
know
more
about.
into playing soccer.
Yeah.
With the kids, and that's how I got some friends and just started hanging out with them, and then I kind of migrated off to music, and then it was just from here and there it was jumping back and forth with broadcast video, musical theater, acting, or drama, art.
Yeah.
I took art and stuff.
Yeah, so you have a musical background.
I mean, I was everywhere. I mean, as you can see, a lot of people knew me, but I didn't know them at one point. It's like, hey, what's up, Victor? I'm like, hey, what's up? And then I walk away with my friends like, who was that? But, ever since then, it was it kind of, like I said, it was grew on me.
Yeah, and definitely. It grows on you.
The people here are pretty, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. I could definitely say that.
So, more about yourself. You're also an artist, and so do you have music released already?
I have a lot of songs. I am an up and coming artist, so I have a lot of songs, and I'm wanting to do it the independent way. So no one really can tell me how to, I guess, do this journey of being an artist. I do have some stuff that is unofficially released, but I do plan on getting a little bit more organized. I definitely, in these couple of months, I've been taking it more seriously. So definitely trying to push forward with that, because I think I got a pretty good lane. I got the Christian lane carved out. I started off as a secular artist, so definitely trying to
I mean, I heard some of your music, and like it's pretty clean. Like it goes really hard.
I appreciate
and
that.
There's no like cursing at all. It's like
you ain't lying to me, are you?
I don't know. And I heard like when I first met you, I was like, damn, your music go hard. Like that shit is hard. And the only thing I noticed was it had no cussing in it. I was like, that's something different. Like this shit going hard, but there's no, I got the fucking money, daddy hungry, all this stuff. We're gonna bleep all this, and but I just want to know a question is like, what do you want your fans to hear when they play your music? Like any specifics?
Well, I struggle with what I want people to hear because I don't want to come off too preachy. It can be, it's a really thin line between preachy and just also staying astray from your journey. So I try to just talk about my trials and tribulations and what outcome I came to. And that outcome I came to, usually that speaks for itself. I don't necessarily have to tell you, you need to go in church. I can like on a flow and just telling you about my life, I can influence. So
right,
that's the biggest thing for me.
So what would you call your genre of music?
I don't want a genre.
You don't want a genre?
I don't want a genre. You can keep your genre. I don't want
your
it.
genre. I don't want it. Keep your genres. You don't want it. Make up your own. So what inspired you to start this genre of music?
2020, definitely found Jesus because I always believed in God, but specifically I found Jesus, I would say 2020. I started getting more serious probably 23-ish, 2023.
Okay.
But
it was founded in like your idea was in 2020. It took you 3 years. So what were you doing in those 3 years? Like just learning more about...
learning more. God, the thing about God, and y'all have these little... Y'all don't know what y'all God is. You just say you pray to God, but you don't know who your God is. Y'all got to work on that. But the thing about God is that he puts specific things that happen in your life to just add on to your testimony. So that's what happened to me. I didn't grow up like in the church or anything like that. So little nuggets and stuff like that will come to me. And if you're a person that has some type of moral foundation and you are trying to literally find the truth, and truth means a lot to me. My name is AJ Truth. Truth means everything to me, like non-biased everything. When you're trying to find the truth, you will come to the truth, whether you like it or not, if you are being honest with yourself. But that's the thing, you have to be honest with yourself.
Okay. Very good point, because like we even had a girl interview like back in the Gainesville Park, and she said the same thing. You gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else. In a way, like I know, just hearing that is like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true.
So okay, so tell me more about Truth Season, because you're also a YouTuber.
What I plan to do with Truth Season is I want to hear other people's testimonies. I'm always interested in people's walks of lives, like how they get to where they are. Whether it don't even have to be in my genre. Like I came to Christianity. I just want to know, like, if it was like anybody, I just want to know how you got to where you are and to stand firm in it. And if you're not standing firm in it, then you're just telling me that you haven't figured out life yet. So it's either or. You're standing firm in it, and that's what you believe. That testimony is interesting. If it's not my if it's not like what I believe, it's interesting to me. And if it's something where you're not standing firm in your walk, that means that you're still trying to find yourself, and so you don't know the truth yet.
Elaborate.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, elaborate a little bit more on that, because like you basically what I was hearing was like you choose your own testimonies to
So there's two people in life. There's people that have found the truth. Let's put quotations. Have found the truth. That's interesting because you have a testimony. You found your truth, right? And then you have people that don't necessarily know the truth yet. They're still trying to find themselves.
Right.
So you have those two people. So
okay.
The reason why I'm doing Truth Season is because I want to hear people's testimony. I want to know how you came up to the conclusion that you've gotten to in your life. Like,
okay. And what age do you think you found your conclusion of life?
At
what age do you think you should find your conclusion of life?
There is no age. You can find your truth of life if you're smart enough and you got the right people in front and around you, you can find your truth at a young age. You can find the truth at 10. It don't matter. It just matters about when you find your truth, you standing solid on it.
Yep.
There's no straying away from truth. That's the thing.
It's gotta be.
You can get confused, but there's only one truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only one truth.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I like
That's
that.
crazy.
What do you think about that, babe?
Yeah, I think a lot about it. You know, I come from Honduras, so like, I've seen a lot. I've learned a lot of different type of stuff. So I guess to what you're saying, I will say I found my truth really young and stuff because I had to grow real fast, and that's what helped me keep up. So yeah. Pretty interesting,
Yeah.
It's coming up, in the next episode. My life.
My life. For real.
That's
Yeah,
a little
check that out.
sneak peek,
Talking about a little sneak peek, we also have a new channel bringing about. And this is why we're having this specific podcast to introduce our new podcast is...
Oh.
Sisterhood.
Sisterhood coming up real soon. Hey.
Real soon.
So go follow,
Definitely.
subscribe,
Good things
like,
coming.
support.
Good things coming.
A lot of
Good
things
things
coming.
coming.
We gotta support our men, and we gotta support our women and stuff.
Building a strong
Make this
nation.
world good, strong circle.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, we're bringing down to sisterhood. So, what does sisterhood mean to you?
Sisterhood means two things: support and accountability. Those are the only two things. Period. Those are what it means. So accountability, because a group of women are supposed to hold themselves accountable to the highest level of themselves. So if they're not living up to their fullest potential, you need to hold them accountable for that if they're slipping. And then support, because we all have low moments in our lives that we need to, have support of other people, and that makes us stronger. If I'm giving strength to a sister.
So you think those are the only two things?
I think that's
In
a good
general,
umbrella for everything.
or just for you?
I think that's a good umbrella for every little thing that you could possibly say. Like if you say, I don't know, trust, that goes under support. Like I think that anything that you say, you'll fall under those two umbrellas. What do you think?
No, I think that's, it breaks down
Yeah.
to smaller, details.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever lended a hand to someone who was in need?
No, honestly.
So
No. Yeah, I remember there was this lady that she was holding a sign out. This was when I was living in Virginia, but she was holding a sign up and she was like, I don't got rent or something like that. The sign said, I think she was with a kid. I'm pretty sure she was with a kid. And I swung around and gave her like the last bit of money that was in my pocket. I help. If I see somebody in need, it don't necessarily have to be anybody that I know in specific. Like if I see somebody in need, it definitely, I'm a human. I'm gonna try to help.
Did you record yourself giving out the money?
No.
Dang, you should have. Nah, I'm just kidding. Then you would have more money for people liking your post. Like,
Then I would have more than 500 followers.
Yeah. But no, that's actually really good because I've done the same. Like just giving out money or just helping somebody out, like to talk to. Mostly emotional support. Like from what I've seen in my life, I've been mostly giving out emotional support when I should be the one also getting that support as well. But yeah, there's always.
But then you know what kind of made me okay. So I seen her again, like maybe maybe a couple weeks or a month later, and she had that same sign. Like, okay,
oh, did she really?
So you just ain't getting better. Like, I just gave you my last.
Well, how much was your last?
Huh?
How much
like
was
$50? But I was that was my last until the next paycheck.
I mean, do you think?
That was my last.
How much does $50 last you? Obviously, giving it to a homeless person.
$50 is a good. You can get a $10 burrito from Chipotle. That's a good 5 days.
It's your last $50 that you have to make for the whole week. How are you gonna be spending it? $10 at Chipotle. At Taco Bell too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh, see, at Taco Bell is a different story. You could probably get like that's a good 10 days.
So I have the understanding you're gonna be directing Sisterhood. What do you think about that? Like,
that is.
How do you fell into that trap? Nah,
I was kind of forced. I'm just saying. No, I'm up for it because honestly, it's something that the culture needs. I can't tell you not one podcast or any show that's doing this that's actually being specific to sisters. Mm-hmm. So I think it's dope when y'all presented the idea. Like, I definitely want to be all in because I definitely want to grow the sisterhood because a lot of women, I feel like we can definitely benefit off that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, thank you, women, and thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have any of these questions, but it just came to my mind.
Go ahead.
Like, what do you think? You think there's a difference between sisterhood and brotherhood? Like, like in duties or the way you come at it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. It's just because men and women have different roles in society. So what's expected of a man isn't necessarily expected of a woman. So, I mean, it's just like one of those things that a woman, in her divine femininity, I mean, that's a different walk than that other, like the men's.
Masculine.
What y'all deal with. Y'all deal with different things. Like, we have different struggles, different things, but the morals should be the same. You know what I mean? The overall goal should be kind of like the same, but there are different nuances.
You think we as men or y'all as women can come to the rescue to the opposite gender?
Yeah, of course.
But it's kind of harder.
No, it's not harder. But if you're like, I feel like it's just a mindset. Like, if you are coming with a pure mindset, it shouldn't be hard for a man to help a woman and a woman to help a man. If you're coming at it with a pure intentions, that shouldn't really matter because we're all humans at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course. Yep. I'm gonna ask you the same question, but like in a different way. Like, how does brotherhood differ from sisterhood? And what I mean is by that, like a group of girls guiding one another. How does that differ from a guy's,
like
guiding
an example?
each other?
Like, you told us one thing, I guess, I don't know, but give us an example of our duties. I guess the difference in our duties. Is that what you mean?
No, I meant like, what's the
Or how we feel.
how does brotherhood differ from sisterhood? Is like, how does like a sisterhood how different does a sisterhood uplift each other than like, brothership?
I mean, I can only imagine that men probably just communicate differently. Like, women, mm-hmm. I think we're a little bit more open with our feelings and stuff like that. Men, maybe y'all communicate a little differently than us. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out. But
I mean, there was just a question to like, how can like I said, I've seen in movies or TV shows where like there's a group of girls and one's sabotaging the other, but then like at the end they end up being friends. But with the group of guys, there's just different perspectives, and like I want to know, like,
I feel like brotherhoods usually have their set of strengths and weaknesses, and then sisterhoods usually have their sets of strengths and weaknesses. Like, I can say brotherhood, y'all, like, usually and it's not always, but usually men hold each other accountable more often than I feel like women do. So that is one strength of a brotherhood, I would say. And then a weakness also, maybe y'all don't open up to each other, you know. So
No, that's
like maybe not emotionally, like maybe you don't feel like you can be because maybe you think it's weak or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I guess it just depends the relationship, you know, you have and the time, you know, how you have communicated with that brother or sister, because it can be either way, because I feel like in a sisterhood, women gossip a lot about themselves and stuff like.
I mean, from what I heard from girls, they be saying that guys they gossip more than they do girls.
My perspective has changed since I've worked at a body shop. Like I've seen guys. I don't know if it's the environment that men are being placed under, working under another man. I don't know, but they turn into straight up like
it's just
gossip.
vice versa.
Oh man, I mean,
So, I don't know.
I don't see it much as like. I didn't see it as gossip until like you think about it now, and just working all those warehouse jobs and all the guys just like talking about like women or just like sports and stuff. That's still kind of like.
But
gossip.
you know what I think it is? Because you're working for somebody else, and I mean you got nothing but time on your hands to do silly things. You know.
Yeah.
You're not really optimizing as a. You know.
Yeah, that may takes too much time, and that's why, like, when I left the job and started doing this, it's like I have so much time to, you know, have myself grow, and that's exactly what we've been doing, or what I've been doing, and just taking everybody on with the ride, and so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, people see the growth.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
So I mean, there will always be things that are different from others. So what do you think about homeschooling?
Homeschooling is great. Like,
you feel like it's the best option right now to go for?
I do, because at public schools you really can't.
I mean, a lot of teachers are quitting. A lot of teachers are quitting. I mean, just hearing it all, just they have no control of the kids of what they do anymore, and what they're being like. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like what they're having to
being
teach.
Influenced. By just social media, because like I said, there's no control. There's like cussing in hallways. I'm pretty sure there's cussing in hallways, and no teachers are like giving a crap. I'm pretty sure they're cussing along with them. Like, stop playing so much, Jordan. Get that milk carton off your head.
I mean, to be honest, it's our fault. Like as a society, it's not just every one person's fault, but it's all of our faults. Because I mean, if we don't.
We've gotten too much.
If we give the teacher a salary of a McDonald's worker, you can't expect her to actually be passionate about her job. Like, period.
And I mean, it's always been like that, but I feel like it got more exposed after COVID. Like having to do doing it with the computers, doing Zoom calls with the students. I know you guys remember that.
Well, it's always been like that where they don't get paid as much, but there was also an environment where a man could be pretty much he can make most of the money, and maybe she could do like a little part-time or have a school job that she's passionate about, but they have weeded out everybody that's actually good and actually passionate about anything because of the culture that we live in.
And I sort of worked at the school board system in a way, like not like in the school board, like not the Board of Education or anything, but I dealt with like doing after school programs and coaching and pay ain't shit, obviously. I mean, you have to deal with all the children, and like they're getting paid like this low salary, but then the people more higher up, like this, the Board of Education, they're getting all that money and everything like that. And
I don't feel like that's the only problem.
Oh, that's not the only problem, but it's.
I feel like a lot of it has to do with parents at home or other people saying the truth and being real about something so simple as like getting onto someone else's kid if they're doing something wrong and stuff. If they're, an adult is supposed to know between good and bad and stuff. So, like, if the kid is doing something bad, like, he should have the right to, hey, don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that, and the parent of the kid shouldn't get mad because of that and stuff. Yeah. And there has been too much comfort on that side, people just watch other people or kids do things with, and they don't say nothing about it. You know, like with that society, it has become the culture. We don't say nothing. We only say pretty things.
Yeah, it's become literally cute to be like, oh, your kid curses. Like, I've seen tons of videos on Instagram, more than I actually need to, of literally kids cursing. Oh, that's so cute. That little boy is gonna grow up and it ain't gonna be cute. Like, it wasn't cute in the first place.
I mean, they're already cussing and flicking off the camera. I mean, I've seen videos of kids just cussing. Crazy. Like, I mean. But we laughing at it. I mean, I laugh at it sometimes because it catches me off guard. But then when you really think about it, it's like these parents are allowing that, and then they're posting it on the internet. I mean, there's, like you said, there's no accountability to certain things anymore, and that's why it just became such a hot mess. And it's life, but it's like
life. That's the best answer to everything.
There's just no way. It's gonna be hard to turn it around. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a really hard turnaround, and once that we find like some kind of solution of like, how to get people out of out of the matrix. I want to say people are still asleep.
Yeah.
I want to put that in my own words, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
But so now the next one I want to talk about is like, how do you think junk food works?
How do you think junk food works?
Yes. Was it junk food?
Junk food.
Was it?
How do I think it works?
Yeah, how do you think it works?
Stomach, or?
How do you think it works? How do you think, these government people are just giving like all these like junk foods and stuff?
They gotta kill a certain amount of people every year. Like, it's a quota. So, I mean.
The way I saw it, like with junk food, this is just my idea, was just like, my ideology was, we go to Burger King or McDonald's, and I feel like that's just food that makes us more hungry later on. Like, we're not,
junk food.
Junk food, yes.
Oh, I wasn't understanding what you were saying. I was like, junk food.
Yeah, how does that, my question, how do you think it works? Because that's how I think it works. I feel like the more you eat, or like just by eating BK, the more you want it,
So we're drug addicts pretty much, and it's the hard truth, because all it takes is
in the food.
Exactly. They put the things that gonna make you want it more in the food, because if you look at ingredients and stuff, half of those ingredients don't need to be in there. And then marketing. I mean, marketing is great. Like, you hungry, you see something that says buy one get one. You can download apps to get free food and stuff like that. Like, it's just they spend billions of dollars on this. They know what they're doing.
Psychological thing and everything.
It really is a psychological thing, because when Zaxby's first came out, there was a little theory that was going around they have something like some secret sauce, just like a Krabby Patty would. And that shit was going around oh man, this thing's so good, because people kept buying it. Yeah. And it was pretty good quality, but now the quality has been dying down over the years.
I encourage everybody that still eats Zaxby's, go to the nutritional facts. They literally have 3 times the amount of salt you're supposed to have in a day in one meal.
Jesus.
No cap. Just look it up. I can't even eat that stuff.
Chick-fil-A has good service though.
He said Chick-fil-A. We're talking about Zaxby's. He said Chick-fil-A.
But they close on Sundays.
They close on Sundays, which is I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, that's just the way I see how junk food works, and fast food. It all falls into the same category. But I feel like it makes us I guess more hungry and crave it than due to eating vegetables or
I don't even think we know how deep this rabbit hole goes. We don't even know who's in cahoots with who. This goes that deep.
That's the thing. We don't even have to go that deep. We can just stay above surface.
No, we stay above surface, but it goes deep.
It does go deep.
That's a topic for the conspiracy channels.
For real. Yeah. So, which is going to bring me back. What's the importance of fasting? Have you ever fasted in your life?
Yes, I have. And it's...
How many days have you went? Weeks? Months? Years? Oh my
okay,
God.
So there's different fastings. So are you talking intermittent fasting, or are you talking
water fasting? We'll talk about water fasting.
Water fasting?
Just taking liquid fasting. Because once you eat something that has any kind of that's breaking your fast. So.
I think I did. The longest fast I've ever done was I think in 2019, and I did 3-day water fast, not eating anything.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much the longest.
I've
I've done intermittent fasting.
Explain what intermittent
So
fasting.
it's like when you don't eat until a certain time and you eat something small just to kind of get you over and then continue to fast.
Right. No, I've done fasting, and I feel like it really does changes how your body feels and everything like that. And like from doing more research, after a certain amount of time, after like your third day of water fasting, that's the best time to start like working out. Or 72 hours, I believe.
Okay.
And then half of that, like double it, you start killing off cancer cells.
Yep. Oh, so yeah, you know. Yeah.
And I feel like that's just a very important fact that people should know about is like, be cautious when you're using or when you're doing fasting, especially, have somebody around you, because like that shit could be pretty dangerous if you're not, water fasting, the right way. You always got to have, a perfect mindset. You have to have the right mindset before you start doing that, because if you don't have the right mindset to do fasting, you're probably doing well for your body, but you're not doing well for your mind. And your mind's gonna be scrambled eggs, without the nutritions that you want. It's also like temptation as well, But that's how important fasting. If you're gonna fast, that's the importance of it. Like, just be careful.
So do you only fast for like the physical outcome?
I fast for the healthy income and like mental health fasting. I used to drink a lot of beet juice. Not a lot of it, because it's not healthy to drink a lot of beet juice, but like I would want to say 2 8-ounce cups, like maybe for the week or for 3 days, because beet juice, once you juice it, it don't last very long. You just gotta keep it in the refrigerator, and maybe like 5 days of
Is it just a physical thing for you?
Yeah, it's like a mental health thing for me, and also physical for fasting. But like I said, you have to be good with yourself and be committed. So yeah. Those are things that I just wanted to talk to you about, and like different understandings of like a perspective of homeschooling, junk food, and fasting. So,
pretty good questions.
So when is Sisterhood coming out?
Oh, Sisterhood. When is Sisterhood coming out? You guys gotta stay tuned. I mean, I don't have like a date right now.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Gotta start
So what are some of the main topics that you would want to reach out for Sisterhood?
Sisterhood, I just want I want to have women that are doing stuff, that are, they got stuff going on, and, they can speak to what truly sisterhood is, like, and they've got a testimony about the trials and tribulations that they've been through to kind of get to the best woman that they are in the present. So
okay,
yeah,
all right.
It's a lot of growth to be done in sisterhood.
I mean, I listened.
To grow.
Oh, sorry. I heard a key word of like you wanted like the girls that are women that have something going on. What if women that haven't found themselves can't find what's going on with them?
Talk about. We need something to talk about. I mean, not. And that's the thing, like exclusivity too. Like people that have something to talk about and they've done the work. Right. I want to talk to them. Just because you're a woman, let me get you on. No, you got to do the work. I don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna talk about.
Gotcha. Hey, that's true facts. I mean, that's the hard truth. But I mean, true season.
You gotta keep it real.
Gotta keep it real. We're not always gonna be, giving you good, you're, pat on the back. But if there's something wrong, we're gonna tell you. We're gonna tell you guys. We're gonna tell you the truth. Be honest with each other. So, but thank you for coming with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Talking with us. Me. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But we're gonna close it up here. Thank you guys for listening and viewing. And just remember to like, share, and subscribe. We are Brotherhood, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Don't wanna see me in my bag. Niggas don't know the half. Trapping late nights, catching plays. Nigga pushing back through a cab. Most y'all niggas count. Real talk, real rap. Anywhere I go, I adapt. And watch me turn up some more. I'm having anxiety and plus Zaza and they hoes. Real nigga never fold. Trust, respect, loyalty.
Oh, snap.
Yo.
Rico confirmed.
What, Esco's coming with him?
Yes, he is.
Yes, on the 24th.
And then we got to get the package then.
Okay.
Alright, I gotta call Levon. Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, what's good, man? How's it going? All right, bet. I got you. I'll take care of that. All right, peace, man.